My name is Grundemann. I work for the Internet Society. I run the deployment and operationalization team there, which does the Deploy 360 project, among some other things. I think the IPv6 protocol in general is mostly mature, and most things have been worked out as far as bugs and things. So I wouldn't say there's too many things that need to be improved on it, other than just deployment and getting more experience. One of the big things that we need to improve is the kind of just knowledge base of operational knowledge. So everyone has actually gone out, deployed IPv6, and learns from the experience, and then we'll start to see, any kinks that need to be worked out. So the biggest problem with IPv6, and the thing that I definitely would have tried to have done if I had been there to design the protocol, was make it more backwards compatible, so that IPv4 and IPv6 weren't completely ships in the night and distinct protocols on the wire. That makes it very, very difficult, right? Because we're actually replacing the core protocol of the internet instead of just upgrading from one to the next, which is very hard. Obviously, the biggest advantage of IPv6 over IPv4 is the number of addresses available. IPv4 with 32 bits only gives us about 4 billion addresses. And when you look at 7 billion people on the planet and the number of devices that most of us carry now in the connected part of the world, you can see that that's obviously not enough addresses. So the single biggest factor for IPv6 that makes it better than IPv4 is the availability of the 128-bit address field that allows virtually unlimited number of devices to be added to the network. So when you look at Internet of Things and bringing on board the rest of the world, and the proliferation of mobile devices and sensors and all those things beyond that, that's the biggest piece for IPv6. Yeah, absolutely. I think the biggest growth of IPv6 penetration is going to be in the world that's not connected today yet. So as it comes on board, I think a lot of folks are going to be rolling out IPv6 only networks because, one, there's not any IPv4 left, and two, it's very expensive to run two protocols. So especially mobile networks in the developing world, I think we'll see a lot of IPv6 over the next few years. Yeah, I mean, if I could send a message to the community, the thing I would like to say to everyone, and the thing I do say to everyone that I meet, is please go deploy IPv6. Ask your vendors for it, ask your suppliers for it. The time is now, and the earlier you can get on board with buying IPv6 capable equipment and rolling out IPv6 and getting some IPv6 operational experience, the cheaper your overall rollout will be. And since it's something that you're going to have to do inevitably anyway, doing it sooner and cheaper is obviously better.